That's just how we roll. You know what it is, how we roll. You know what it is, like that. That's just how we roll. That's just how we roll. You know what it is, how we roll. You know what it is, like that. That's just how we roll. That's just how we roll. You know what it is, how we roll. You know what it is, like that. That's just how we roll. That's just how we roll. You know what it is, how we roll. You know what it is, like that.
Yeah. Late nights, real love. Yeah. It's that wrong connection. Recipe to chivalry. Love ain't clean, but it's worth the scars. Late night talk, still healing hearts. Patience, pain, honesty. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Arguments cold, but we stay right here. Choosing us when it ain't clear. From the mess to the chemistry. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Started our vibe and trust was thin. Both had walls and let nobody in. You wanted effort, I moved too guarded. Almost lost love cause pride got hardened. Doors got slammed, silence loud. Love on trial, emotions wild. Almost quit, almost let it bleed. But staying took more strength than leave. Had to learn how to fight to win. Learn how to listen, I talk again. Less ego, more empathy. That's when love started pick the lead. That's when love started cooking me. Love ain't clean, but it's worth the scars. Lady night talk, still healing hearts. Patience, pain, honesty. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Arguments cold, but we stay right here. Choosing us when it ain't clear. From the mess to the chemistry. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Marriage ain't magic, it's pressure and weight. Bills on the table, emotions debate. Some days distance, share one bed. Other days you're my peace in my head. Learning your language, not raising my tone. Showing up even when I feel alone. I protect your heart, not just your name. You see my flaws, but love me the same. If we fall, we don't run. If it hurts, we don't numb. We rebuild, we forgive. That's how grown love lives. The source is God seasoning you and me. Time plus 10, 3 funded degrees, finished dish, marriage and a family. Yeah. Yeah. This for the couples hanging by faith. For the ones still dating, moving with grace. Chivalry ain't flowers or social displays. How you show up when it's hard to stay. Respecting the tone, truth and the pain. Choosing growth over walking away. This ain't fantasy, it's real life heat. Love slow cook, yeah, that's how you live. Love ain't clean, but it's worth the scars. Every breakdown build who we are. Patience, pain, honesty. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. From the hurt to the harmony. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Recipe to chivalry. Keep cooking.
Hello, 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 everybody.
Hello. What's up?
Welcome back. All right.
We big. And just make that one small.
All righty.
There we go.
Already. Okay, as customary, gonna start with a quick prayer real quick. Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you for waking us up this morning. You didn't have to. Lord, we thank you for all those who will join the live, those who will see it afterwards. We ask that all get a understanding and get some new enlightenment from it. And we ask that everybody have a cool head. This is a safe space. And above all, Lord, we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Hey,
All
y'all.
righty.
I am not in uniform today, so do not look at me.
Me either. You see my stomach
I am Quintella.
And I am Kel.
And this is Recipe to Shivering.
All right, so let me give out my flowers. We got my man EJ on here. All right. My brother John was on here. He'll be back shortly. All right, so let me, okay, hold on. We got somebody else joining.
Got Drea on. Hey, Drea, boo.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, boo, thing. Let me check out my social medias on here. Check my normally my YouTube. Okay, I'm good right now.
You good? You straight?
Mm-hmm. Right now, I'm good on YouTube. I'm good on Facebook. What's up, y'all?
All righty.
Y'all excuse me.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah.
So the Q&A for this week is the influence of social media on relationships. Does social media comparison destroy relationships? And I take a stance that it does.
You think social media can destroy relationships?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I can rock with that on a number of different ways.
What is your take on that? Social media stance on that?
Yeah, that it does. Yeah,
okay.
I'm with you on that one. We agreeing on this one.
Okay, so
I think social media can destroy relationships, especially if they're not strong.
Absolutely. So as customary, we're going to give some statistics.
Okay, let's start with the statistics on
Okay,
this.
so social media profoundly impacts personal relationships by offering tools for connection while simultaneously introducing risks like jealousy, distraction, unrealistic expectations. It facilitates maintaining long distance bonds, but often reduces quality in personal time, with roughly half of the users reporting partner distraction and increased conflict over online interactions.
Okay, I can get with that.
Yeah, I think it touched on everything
that we were going.
I think why social media plays such a huge part and that it messes up relationships.
Not only that, especially I think one of the things that didn't touch on, but I guess we'll get into, is if there isn't complete honesty within a relationship.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll dive into
and then how that will affect it. But we're going to start with the basics. Let's start with communicating and distractions. I think that'll probably be the best place to start at. I think digital communication often lacks emotional nuance.
I can see that because there's a communication breakdown where it doesn't feel genuine.
Right.
It may not feel genuine.
Right, leading to a whole lot of misunderstandings also, because you could how you text one thing, you can mean one thing, but somebody else is reading it a little differently.
Yeah.
So, I think stuff like that gets screwed up, or it can become misleading within there.
Absolutely. And as far as the distraction part, like trying to communicate with your partner and they're on social media.
Right.
You can't get their attention. It may be something important. It may not. It may just be, you just want that little moment of their time and you can't get it. So there's so much drawn into social media at the time.
Yeah. Like for instance, you and me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all the time. Because there'll be times where he want my attention and I don't want to be bothered. And it ain't necessarily that I'm on social media, but I could be doing something on my phone or whatever that is taking that time away from you.
This woman is always talking about she don't want to be bothered. And if I do not bother her, oh my God, if I don't come down.
I get it too, Kels. I get it too.
Yeah, I know. You can't do that.
You're supposed to be on my side. He's supposed to be on my side.
You better wear some makeup tomorrow.
Ooh.
So they don't see all the distractions. Let's go get calls on this program.
Oh, so after the fact, all right.
So yeah, it's it can also be just the opposite.
What do you mean?
Like I'll be like, sometimes I play old school music. I love old school music, like 80s, soul, R&B, and a song will come on, and I'll find a YouTube video and send it to her in the morning, like, hey, here, thinking that this reminded me of you this morning, and send it to you. So sometimes it's not always negative. Sometimes it can be used in very meaningful and entertaining ways.
It can be. It
So
can be.
it's
So
not
social media
always
is
negative.
not but okay, let's deal with the jealousy and the trust issues. So if you're dating in a relationship and maybe y'all exclusive, but maybe he still ain't let go of his other little side pieces. And then y'all on social media. And you know what? Let me not even use that. Let's use you and me.
Okay.
So we're on social media, and for those that don't know, I don't have any of my exes or any of that on my pages.
That we know of. But anyway, good.
Um, husband, and as he refers to them, he doesn't refer to them as girlfriends or exes or any of that. Those are just people that
I know.
I know, or he used to
I know.
play a
They were seasonal.
People that I know. That's all.
right, that they were a hit and a miss. And let's say if I was one of those women that didn't know about that or didn't know about his background, or I did but I'm really insecure, or there was things he did or didn't do to make me feel safe, I could probably feel some kind of way about him being having those other women on social media. Those can cause issues and friction,
And I agree. But I think it goes back to the first one we talked about,
which is
communication.
communication, right?
Because I think you need to communicate that.
Right.
And that was like one of my first things moving here. I was like, hey, man, you know this up front. This is going to be something you're going to have to deal with and face because it's going to be in your face.
Wait, say it like you supposed. You
No,
said
I don't
it.
need to say all
Coming
that.
to Virginia.
I don't need to say all that. You just love it.
No, I think that I'm
Anyway,
poking
coming to Virginia, I was like, look, there's
that
gonna be some things
I did
here.
some things.
Some people here, you might see, they might speak, might say hi. It is what it is. But if I hadn't have communicated that, let's say somebody walked on and was like, hey, and she's like, oh, who that? Where they come from? Well, there's a million other questions. Not that she's not, that she should know, but it could cause other issues because now it seems like we may be
hiding stuff, right? And then now I want to put a surveillance
on it.
On your social media page. Have to call in all my goons to be like, yo, I need y'all to,
So how do you feel about social media? Yes, no,
dating for
distraction,
right,
positive,
for a
negative.
relationship.
How do you feel about it? I'm talking to you, Drea.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if somebody had their hand raised. I'm sorry. It depends, I guess, what you're using it for. Because if I met someone that was always attention seeking on social media, like if we're out, always got to check the phone, got to post, that's a turnoff for me because I feel like no matter what we do, no matter where we go, you're going to seek attention. Now, someone that's kind of like me that knows how to put the phone down, actually listen, converse, entertain. I see why social media could be a breaker right then and there because I would, no matter if you had all the qualities, but that one right there, I don't want to compete with the attention of social media during the dating phases. I'll say that.
Okay.
But if
on
he,
no phases.
huh?
I said you shouldn't have to deal with it on no phases, girl. You a whole buffet.
Ow. But also too, what if I met him and he was like, this is what I do, this is how I make my money. Like
Okay.
I'm
I
glad
gotta choose to accept that or not. So I can't really answer that question.
Okay.
I'm
You
glad
know
you brought
what?
that up.
I forgot about that. You're absolutely right. Because we
Absolutely.
all about making our money. Because
Yes.
with a job, he got to have a little bit of coin. At least he got his hustle on.
So, like you said, you would have to either find a way to deal with that and understand that, hey, it's not just him attention seeking, but this is his method of employment.
Right.
And he has to engage with his clientele.
And I guess you wouldn't have to deal with it as long as, like you said, there's communication on what it is. If it's straightforward and that's all it is, then anything outside of that, sorry, y'all, shouldn't be an issue.
I disagree with that because the reason why I disagree with that is because you're going to have to deal with it. So, like I try to tell her, right? So at one time she had a vlog, not a blog, but a vlog, and it was like different things she would buy, whether it was high end, low end, how she put it together, and
You talking about my YouTube channel, which
yeah,
we was just talking about. I still have it. It ain't used to. I just ain't been active. But we're about to
okay.
get straight here in a minute.
So what I was trying to get to was when she was doing it, I would tell her everything is content, not just then. Once you get engagement with people, and it depends on you. Sometimes they want to know what you do on a regular basis. So if you go out here, like we went to a boutique
Mm-hmm.
and went in
A
there, and I was
boutique.
like, she's like, oh, I just want to go in here and see what they got, and I was okay. So she goes in there, and I tap her. I was like, hey, start recording.
Yeah, because I be forgetting. He be
Recording,
on it
recording
more
what you're
than I
doing.
do.
Recording.
I
They
got
want to see
some.
that. Where you
Yeah.
go, where you shop at, where you get it from. Wow, I like how you put that together. So yeah, so somebody like you said, Dre, somebody that does that for a living. The reasons why I say you would have to deal with it, and it may be some competition, is because you have to be under the know-all of that can pop off at any moment.
But is
Trying
it
to
really
create content.
competition? Because
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It's not competition to me, and I promise you, I'm not trying to sound like a arrogant person, but he don't want those problems when it comes to like attention. But I say that to say is just let me know up front, like what you got going on. I could be the one that holds your camera or get your light together, help you with your content, just like how you do it with Q. Is just let me know. Don't keep me in the dark, and don't let me find out that you're seeking, how can I say it, inappropriate attention. Like on the side, like the DMs, and you're answering the DMs when you shouldn't be answering the DMs. And if you are answering the DMs, just being direct. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't like it.
Right. So this is why, again, I give you a little pushback. The reason why I say a little bit of competition is because what you're expressing, I totally agree with you, and that could be on the. Oh, we got another guest. That could be on the extreme side, maybe. Um, but what I'm speaking of is, let's say her and I out at dinner. Typically, dinner is going to be like an intimate moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what if in the middle of my head is like, oh, let me grab some content real quick. And you're expecting that intimate moment. That's why I said the competition could come into play. Not necessarily as a bad thing, but again, everything needs to find balance. So yeah, y'all can sit down and have a conversation. Like you said, not every dinner moment has to be content. But like you said, okay, if you're expecting to get some content, stop it. Hey, I'm gonna grab some content real quick. And
or it can be like me and you, or me and you, and like a couple of other like people that I follow. It's like this one chick. She started off. It was just her. She brought her husband in. Like Dre was saying, he became her cameraman. He became, the person that took her pictures. It became a team,
right.
and he helped her get to a place where she was able to basically retire both of them, and that's what they do all day.
Okay.
So if you're together and y'all a team, and if y'all got the communication and stuff going, then this could be something that could possibly help the both of y'all. You know what I mean? So once again, I would never say it's competition. I'll still stand on that. It's not competition. It's just about, like we were saying, what Dre was saying, that communication, what the expectations are, and what are we using that attention for?
Okay.
Like, what's the purpose?
All right, let me give a few shout outs. We got Carl, I'll give you your flowers. And we got Marla, let me give you your flowers. Okay, so with that being said, jealousy and trust issues, right? So we're talking about that. So I'm just going to touch on it real quick. Social media acts as a breeding ground for envy, enabling constant surveillance of partners' activities such as liking or commenting on others' posts. This can trigger insecurity and erode trust. And I'm glad you said it. So for me, right? Um, I'm gonna use Instagram and TikTok.
Okay.
So I have a brotherhood group called Devoted Kings,
Right.
and we take pictures dressed up in our suits, fedoras, and as a men's group, we put it out on social media, and a bunch of women click on it and like it.
It's a breeding ground for women.
So
Gotcha.
if they follow me, I'll follow them back, you know? And one of the things I am very conscious of, like somebody will follow me because they like the group, like the pictures we put out, and they'll put a picture up and I see it and I look at it. And if it's a little inappropriate to me, if you got cleavage showing or you turn around trying to look back at it, I'm not going to like that post. And even though she doesn't see what I liked, she doesn't have to be there for me to honor that. And it's like for me, I'm like, I'm not going to click on it. But if you take a normal picture of the night dress, oh, okay, that looks cool. Like, I'll like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't go above where, because to me, it's okay. So let's say for some reason, some odd reason,
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks go by and I haven't told you how beautiful you are. I love you, none of that. But I go on social media and I click on somebody else's page and oh man, look how good you look. Oh, that's fire. How good you. That could cause some issues.
It sure enough will cause an issue.
So for me, that part is when I think it's a little inappropriate, and that's on my end, not their end. But I feel like it's inappropriate for me to be clicking on any other pages when they're exposed like that, should I say?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
So for Carl and Marla, the question of the day is the influence of social media on relationships. Does social media comparison destroy relationships? All right. So the next statistic is unrealistic expectations and comparisons.
Mm-hmm.
Now that to me is a biggie, and what they call trying to keep up
With the Joneses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
right?
And you see a lot of that.
You do.
Uh, there's constant exposure to have the
What are you trying to say?
I know. Give me a minute. Of trying to represent
Okay.
something that they're not. They're trying to like have this like perfect picture. Everything has to look right. Everything has to look good. You know, oh, we got this perfect relationship. And I'm here to tell everybody, ain't no relationship in the world perfect. Like we have people all the time
Right.
hitting us up like, hey, you know, oh, you and Kel are like so, and I have to catch them. No, we ain't. Me and Kel, you know, we argue. We have disagreements. Do not ever get it twisted. I tell people all the time, if you're trying to be in a relationship, if you're trying to be in a marriage, all of that takes work, and that is constant work. You just got to make sure you chose the right person to do that work with. So, you know, will there be days where you be like, you know what, I don't like you very much.
Absolutely.
You know, but at the end of the day, for me is that's my person. That's the person I would not want to do life without. So I know that.
I mean, on the other side of that is for me, it's not so much that we or the other individuals are trying to create this perfect image. Is that typically you're going to show the good parts,
Right.
right? But it's up to the individual on the other side of the window to understand that there is no perfect marriage and everything's not perfect. But some people get so caught up that they try to imitate this perfect marriage they see, not understand that it's not perfect.
And thinking that, okay, if that's all I should show on social media, forgive me, my tongue is, I don't
That's
know if
all
it's
it is.
swelling. I don't know what the heck is going on right now. But that's all there is, or that's what the audience wants, you know, or they're trying to, I guess, I wouldn't say it's clickbaiting, but
Some of it can be, I guess, but for me, on the other side of it is, even if they are, let's say they are clickbaiting and trying to show this perfect relationship, are you that naive to think that every relationship is perfect? So take the good nuances from it and let it be that, but don't try to imitate exactly that, because It's not perfect.
And then also, another thing I want to bring up with social media, and like you said, if you have that person, like you were talking about my YouTube channel, you have people in your DMs that they, even if they see you in a relationship,
Oh yeah,
they are still coming. You know what I mean?
regardless.
Unfortunately, people are disrespectful. So, when this stuff comes up, that's where that trust, and having a strong relationship, with your partner, where all of that stuff comes into to play. Do they show you? Do you have access to these things? Do you feel secure in your relationship? Does your partner make you feel secure? Or we got to start tapping cell phones and pit tracking devices on everything? Like,
Anybody have anything to say on that? You agree,
I
disagree?
I would say this. I had to get off of social media for 5 years. I took a break because I found myself in Los Angeles, like comparing myself to relationship goals or just to women that were in the same industry as me. Whereas it took my therapist to tell me what you see are a couple of things. You see them at their best, but you
Mhm.
never see them at their worst. They're not going to post that. And then secondly, you don't know what they went through to get to this picture.
Mhm.
And she pinpointed a lot of stuff where she was like, Dre, I think you need a break. So I was only supposed to take a 6-month break. It turned into 5 years. So once I got here, I still didn't get on. I just got on TikTok, I want to say maybe close to 2 months ago.
welcome, you're welcome.
Yes. So, because I had to get my mental right.
Mhm.
So I would tell anybody, if you find yourself comparing yourself to the next person or to social media, it's a recipe for disaster. For
Yes.
disaster. Like, you got to work on your mental, you got to work on your confidence and your self-esteem. So, yes, that's social media played a part on my self-esteem, and it just kept going down and down and down. And then once I got off, it went up, up, and up. So now I know how to control it.
Okay.
All right, look, y'all better take that knowledge from Drea.
All right. That was a good one. That was a
That was
good
an
one.
excellent one. Like, that is like the perfect example, because it's crazy to me that people believe so much of that. So it's like, yeah, that's their life. It's just like the reality shows. I'm like, I always say this, you can only hide who you are, but for so long.
That's true.
Hmm.
It's got to be exhausting to try to be something other than who you are. I don't know. I think my tongue is swelling or something. I don't know what's
Hold
going
on.
on.
We'll check on it. See what's up.
Like a facade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, for some I ate.
Yeah. So for me, it's like sometimes I hate to see when a relationship is played out ugly on social media.
Oh,
We don't need to see that. That's between you guys, and I don't know what makes them do that. Like we argue a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll never see me get on Facebook and be like, oh, she got on my nerves today.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just tell her you getting on my nerves.
Right. So
But you guys are not going to see that. I don't understand why some people use social media. I don't know if they want people to agree
it's a
with them.
sympathy thing.
I gotta
Yeah,
say
for
it has to be
sympathy.
for sympathy, because I
Mhm.
can
Hmm.
see no other reason. But for me,
I think it's ugly,
I
but
think it's really ugly to have some of your personal stuff just you know out there like that.
and then it becomes a public display. Watch you two go
Speaking of
back and
which,
forth.
how much? That's another thing with being on social media. How much of yourself should you actually be sharing? See, because I think
Yeah,
that's where a lot of that comes into play, where people go and, like you said, they're showing their arguments and stuff of
that's true.
that. Like, how much is too much? When does there should be a boundary, even with something that you say, okay, this is my job, or this is how I make my money. But I feel like some things still should be
There should be
left
some
untouched.
privacy.
Right. There should be some privacy. I don't think everything needs to be just on display all of the time.
I agree, but then again, that would be individuals because some individuals they want that attention, so they're gonna put it all out there for somebody to comment on it. Like even though we call it we call it clickbait,
Mm-hmm.
but some people I've seen call it staying relevant. If I'm not making no noise, whether it's somebody's disagreeing or agreeing with me, they feel like they're falling out of the picture and they're no longer heard of. So they'll let it all go out there.
And I guess that's why our celebrities are the way they are with their lives,
I agree.
trying to stay relevant,
Trying to
trying to stay on.
Mhm.
I mean, for me, again, at some point, and maybe that's just my own personal stance. There should be a boundary. There should be something that says, okay, enough is enough.
And like again, I agree, but that's not every individual. Some people, we can all agree. Some people don't have boundaries. Is that correct? Some people do not have boundaries.
At all.
Anybody have anything? to add to
EJ been
that?
quiet. I sure enough thought he was coming.
He might be on the road.
Yeah.
I got one quick thing before I gotta get off. You see
Uh-huh.
how you two, when y'all talk, y'all wait until the other one finishes and then the next one goes.
Mm-hmm.
We try.
No, y'all do a great job. When it gets to the point where you're not like that no more, you're going back and forth, I feel like y'all need to end it.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Because now the boundary has been crossed.
Mm-hmm.
I get
And
it.
we don't need, we don't need to see that. And plus, we all love y'all. So we don't need to see that. So that was just like an example where you feel like you're getting out, like beside yourself and you're trying to prove your point, but you're actually proving it to each other instead of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Man, this is good. But y'all have a good one, y'all.
You do the same. Thank you so much for joining.
All right, my
We'll
love.
see you again. Be
I
safe.
will. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Anybody else have any thing they want to say or comment about any of this so far? If not, I'll move on to the next. Where are we at?
We did unrealistic expectations. Now we did
So positive connectivity.
connectivity, which I think we hit on that a little bit, but we
Yeah,
hit on it
conversely,
some more
platforms.
because there are some positives to being on social media.
Yeah. So platforms help maintain long distance relationships.
They do.
I agree with that because I'm able to reach out to a lot of family and friends that I consider family. We don't see each other. We don't talk hardly ever on the phone.
Or like for us, a lot of our old church family members and stuff, like we just had one that just passed last week. We would not have known that, or should I say, their family members would not have been able to get in touch with us.
Right.
Had
If it
we
wasn't
not-
for social media.
Mhm.
So yeah, I look up, see their birthday. Oh, because I'm bad at birthdays.
Yes.
I'm bad at birthdays. So I'm glad for social media that pops up like, oh, if you lied on social media,
Today is your birthday.
Today is your birthday when it pops up. I'm gonna say happy birthday to you and keep it moving. But that's a good positive side to it. It allows for reconnection with old friends.
It does.
I have a brother here. I call my brother that I met in the military. We
Mhm.
lost contact once I got out. He moved on, and we found each other on Facebook.
Right, and
And
they've been inseparable
We're
ever
back
since.
running like brothers all over again. What else? Where we at? So it also provides some context, emotional support, a community.
It does, because even with your extended family, like your cousins, the ones that live further away, y'all can all like create groups and stuff, and then be able to kind of stay in touch and kind of keep up with what's going on in everybody's life. Y'all, excuse me, all of this is beginning to hurt, like my throat, all this. I hope I ain't getting sick or catching something from that boy. It's like all this is beginning to hurt. I'm gonna have to.
But yeah, so it, like I said, emotional support. Like family member just reached out to us because she know how close she was to us
Mm-hmm.
and how close we were with her. So someone that close to her just passed. Just let everybody know that somebody we love has transitioned. And
so all social. So we're not saying social media is completely bad and it ruins relationships. There are good and positive things that do come out of having that. But again, it's just a tool, and it's how you use that tool.
That was very well spoken.
Uh-huh.
All right. The other part is relationship surveillance and pressures. You hit on it.
Yeah, we kind of hit on that a little
The
bit.
pressure to present an ideal image online can cause couples to showcase false realities. We spoke about that. And digital stalking can create unnecessary tension.
Yes, and we do know a lot about digital stalking. We have had some experience in that field. So, that is a real thing and it can become dangerous. So I would say that, yeah, definitely need to be aware of these things and don't take them lightly. But do find ways to protect yourself.
And I think that goes back into what you were saying about how much do you display out there, because there are some predators out here. And you can display a little too much.
Right.
Your address, where you lay your head at.
Right. It's just some things just should not be out there at all. So we are getting a whole lot of love over on YouTube. I thank you. I can't see it. I don't know why I can't see what's going on. I don't see
who it is.
Yeah, but I know it's out there, and I thank you.
Okay. And where are we now?
Right there, just managing the impacts that involve setting boundaries, like I said, such as reducing screen time during shared moments, which you hit on, communicating openly about online triggers, because some people do have triggers about, things that do happen, and being mindful of how digital interaction affects offline reality. Okay. So, never letting those two things kind of one take over the other, basically. Again, boundaries.
Okay. Anybody ever had any negative or positive interactions that you really can highlight and speak about?
Thank you, Chris.
When it comes to social media. What did she say?
No, she was saying, I was like, we getting mad love over on.
She says me.
Her. Thank you, love.
Love you back, Chris.
Love you back. 100%. There we go.
All right, so
so I'm glad ain't nobody had no bad experience with social media.
Right.
Y'all been good. No stalkers, no nothing. Is it just us?
I know, right?
Like at all, Marla. Look, ain't nobody stalk you, Marla. You've been good. Nobody had any experiences or anything.
I think I had one, but it goes all the way back to when we used to live in Petersburg. That's how bad it was. Yeah. I was like a preteen, and this girl wanted to get with me so bad. And I think when I blocked her, it was like, I'd say a good 5-6 years ago. She been after me that long.
Wow.
Got my inbox. I'm like, ma'am, don't nobody want you. And apparently Daddy couldn't get through her head. I'm like, you literally watched me grow up, and that might be the problem. So, yeah.
Chris said, I had a real life stalker, but not on social media. Yeah, I had one on both, unfortunately. Real life and social media, a couple of those. So, those can definitely be dangerous, especially real life, I think, is a little worse, because you got these people out here that are following you and, are trying to figure out what your habits are. So I would definitely say protect yourselves for those that don't have, stun guns, some pepper spray, just think, I'm so for real. Especially if you're not able to take a self-defense class or a what's the other one? Pium class. Definitely have something to protect yourself, because unfortunately people are evil, and you want to, this is your life. You want to be able to get home at the end of the day. Mine was really bad. The one where it was at my job. They're coming to my job. I had to, like, my kids can attest to that. They would meet me after work to make sure I got home safe. So definitely the ones on social media, Kel and me handle those. But definitely I would suggest that whether it's social media or it's real life, that you take the precautions that you need to make sure that you're protecting yourself.
Absolutely.
And limit how much you share. Because we don't know how people are using our information.
That's true.
Because I did see something, especially with children. You know, we have predators, and you know they'll take your baby picture and they'll sell it on the black market. So it's in videos and stuff. So just be mindful of social media. Can it be an excellent tool? It absolutely can. Can it help you, you know, in friendships and relationships across the board? 100%. But at the same time, it can also be a place of disaster if you do not safeguard yourself.
Yeah, so set boundaries and expectations. Talk to your partner about what you're comfortable with in terms of social media use. This can include things like not posting photos of each other without permission.
Yeah.
Or agreeing to limit phone use during meals or quality time. And I think that's something that a lot of people,
Have stopped
old
doing.
generation, new generation, have stopped doing. Like I find myself and my wife, sometimes we go out to eat and we're sitting down and she's got her head down, I got my head down, we're both on the phone. Yeah. Where before we would engage with each other.
Right. So we have to, you know,
consciously like, all right,
put the phone down, right, and engage. And remember back in the day, that's what we did. You know, you went to the dinner table, you sat at the dinner table and y'all had conversations. There was no watching TV while you eat, you know, and I think as a society, these are things that we have gotten away from because of social media. Social media has embedded so much into our lives until it becomes normal. Oh, we can watch TV, we can be on our phone, instead of engaging and sitting down and saying, okay, how was your day? Let's go around the table, let's talk. Right. What are you doing? You know, what's going on? I think those are things that we have as a nation, or I guess whatever, as a generation has gotten away from. And that's something that I think should be incorporated back in, like know what's going on in your own house.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree. What is this right here? Okay. So, and the other part to that is, prioritize face-to-face communication. While social media can be a great way to stay connected, it's important not to let it overshadow in-person interactions.
Like we just talked about.
Because that builds a good bond between each other. Make time for date nights, long conversations, and other activities to allow you to connect to it on a deeper level. Mm-hmm. Balance online and offline interactions. Mm-hmm. Social media can be a valuable tool for connecting with others and finding resources, but it's important to balance this with other forms of communication.
Facts. So tell Marla, tell Cam that Papa will be taking me out on a date. He may not be able to go.
You're gonna have a fit with that one.
He gonna have a fit with
You're
that
about to get a phone call right now.
I know, right? He about to call right now. Tell Gigi is not gonna be able to hang out with him because Papa will be taking me on a date. So, and he cannot come to this one. So he may not like that, but he'll be all right. Just for a couple of hours anyway.
Okay, I don't see anything else over here. Anybody have anything they want to expound on a little bit? Or
we just wanted to go over that one. We're doing so much better.
Yeah, we're doing time's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that time is excellent. And y'all excuse me, because I really think I'm getting sick. Like, what is going on? My throat is hurting. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to hold out.
Let's go ahead and end this one.
Okay.
And we'll reconvene next Sunday.
Or either, well, we'll see about
I'll try to get some in the middle of the week. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll try and
get one. But we thank everybody for joining us. We appreciate you guys. And
we do.
Next time, I'm Kel.
I'm Quintella.
And this is
Recipe to Chivalry. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
In my throat.
Late nights, real love. Yeah. It's that wrong connection. Recipe to chivalry. Love ain't clean, but it's worth the scars. Late night talk, still healing hearts. Patience, pain, honesty. That's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Arguments cold, but we stay right here. Choosing us when it ain't clear. From the mess to the chemistry, that's the recipe. Recipe to chivalry. Started off out love and trust was thin. Both had walls and let nobody in. You wanted effort, I moved too guarded. Almost lost love cause pride got hardened. Doors got slammed, silence loud. Love on trial, emotions wild. Almost quit, almost let it bleed. But staying took more strength than leave. Had to learn how to fight to win. Learn how to listen, not talk again. Less ego, more empathy. That's when love started pick the lead. That's when love started cooking me. Love ain't clean,